Welcome back to the Dub C and CJ Mack Show. I am Dub C.
And I'm still and always will be CJ Mack.
That's right. With our guest, Big U in the house.
Yeah. So, homie, I want to talk to you about something that's near and dear to me, you, and all of us, right? Mm-hmm. So, I know it's a subject you probably get a little tired of revisiting, but I want to ask you something about the late, great Nipsey Hussle. You know what I'm saying? First of all, I want to ask you, what role did you play in his career and in his life?
Well, shoot, man, when I left Death Row, I think it was 2006, 2007, I started moving on my own, and I went to the hood to try to find artists. And I did set up some meeting, went to go deal with Bear Claw, very claustrophobic. And then Tiny Draws told me about a youngster named Nip. And I eventually found Nip. And then at the time, I don't think Nip had out a mixtape or none yet. No, he had a mixtape, but he hadn't did no videos or none yet. He was trying to put it out. He was dealing with a dude named Dexter and a couple other people he was trying to get on. And when I came, I just kept merge and bring them to different people. I took him, introduced him to Steve Lobel. We went to Breon. Like I said, he had just been turned down by a lot of people. Dr. Dre and them. He said in the song, by all the people.
So you shopped him to Dre?
No, he went to Dre on his own. Through Alonzo.
Okay.
Dude named Alonzo that was working for Dre.
Not the Wrecking Crew Alonzo.
He was working for Alonzo. Right. Alonzo was working for Dre.
Okay.
And then a couple of people that went to him. So when I came, I just bought the connections. And I had already had like relationships.
Right. And, I remember you brought him backstage to me and Cube and all that and everything in the beginning, yeah.
A lot of people don't know too, man. At that time, Suge gave me maybe 2 months in the studio with Nick.
And
the Slauson Boys.
That's dope.
You know what I'm saying? And that's even before I signed him. And then after that, we did a lot of music.
Shout out to Suge Knight.
Yep. And then that's when I brought Steve on. And from there, we just started moving. Like I said, he hadn't had no videos out, nothing. We eventually signed a deal which people forget about. He put out his first project, really, was a project that we did, was a digital project. And people think digital projects are just now coming out.
Come on now.
We did a digital project with Nip. It had to be about 2008.
Ahead of the game.
2009. They paid us $70,000, and we released those songs that he eventually still put out on Volume 1.
Right.
So that we did that. Then I had signed him to Unique Music, and then we went to Cinematic Music Group. Cinematic Music Group had a deal with Epic, with Sony Epic, and then that's how we started working. We went from there.
Right.
That's dope.
So what about it in life? Like, would you mentor him and things of that nature? Trying to keep him out of the...
Definitely. No, we went through all kind of stuff because, like I said, before I met Nip, he was cutting his bones in the neighborhood, 17, 18 years old. Right. About then, that's when you have to start fulfilling your obligations to the block.
Yeah.
So when I came around, he was just not getting to the point to where he was committing to the hood.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Got the name Lil Thundercat about maybe 7-8 months earlier, and now he in the hood trying to fighting this dude, fighting that dude.
Right.
And now he with the big homie, and it kind of go from there. But it's all mentoring. You know what I mean? It's all like because I had already been into music.
Right.
So now from Corrupt, I got the connection.
Shout out to Corrupt.
Shout out Corrupt.
Yeah, man. Shout out to Corrupt for real. But it was me having it already knowing. So now I know Dub. I know all the people that I can help, I can go to get his name on.
Yeah.
Game. So I had a relationship with Dougie D.
Dougie D.
Dougie D.
Yeah, working with Game.
And Game and Dougie D was together. So I started reaching out to people that I knew. Dougie D, Felly Phil. And it's the difference what people don't understand. You got a 19-year-old. You don't know nobody.
Right.
At 19. You trying, or 18, and you trying to get in the business. But then you got me, I'm 37 at the time, fresh home. So I got a lot of opportunities that he didn't have.
Right.
And a lot of connections that
Resources,
he didn't have.
right.
So I'm introducing and bringing those together and saying, let's do this, let's do that. Man, we got turned down by so many people because they were saying he looked too much like Snoop. His voice wasn't right.
Right.
He got to change his name from Nipsey Hussle. It's too close to Nipsey Russell.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. Wow.
Yeah, we got all that, man.
So you got to do a whole
Quit
lot
rapping
of
the hood.
So you had to do a lot of artist development when it came to his career.
Had to do a lot of, and I had to do a lot of. That's why he says in the Keys of the Street, Big U's an animal, because I'm the one that told him, look, we ain't gonna change nothing. And I fought with him when people wanted to change him, and he didn't want to. And that's what he remembers. So when he say Steve is what he say, Steve is son, but Big U's an animal,
Right.
Because, and he says in the Keys of the City, if you play it, he talk about how everybody turned him down.
Right.
Okay.
How everybody turned him down, and then there was one person who came and rode with him. He tell a story. He give me shots out. Every song, every album he ever put out, he shouted me out.
No.
Right.
Which is funny how people can say that we was beefing, but he shouts me out in every song. The last project he dropped, he says, Jay Prince. I'm not Jay Prince. I'm a big Jay Prince and Big U.
Yeah.
And
Big
like,
draws.
Big
Jay
draws.
Prince,
Jay
Big
Prince.
draws. Yeah. Hey, look, I was on Jay Prince's island, and we played that. Man, Jay was on the boat. Man, he played that song. He said, "CJ, what is he saying?" He said, "I got big draws." I said, "No, he's not talking about you at that part."
Big draws.
I said, "He's talking about Big U on that part." And then he said, "You know," he said, "Oh, all right, play that song again." Man. You know what I'm saying?
When we got to do the documentary, when I went out to Texas to talk to Jay about doing the documentary, he told me that.
Yeah.
He said, "Man, I didn't even know he was. I thought y'all was beefing." I'm like, nah, man. That was over 2 days after we had the little incident. That was over 2 days, bro.
Yeah.
And just to be honest with you, can't no young person beef with me or in the hood like that.
Right.
You know what I mean? And it wouldn't have never went that way. Because I didn't have ill intentions. I came to just get something straight.
Right.
And I never bought a gun or bought a pistol or nothing.
Right.
Because I come from a different era.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right. It was
and
genuine love.
It's all love.
It's all love.
And he understood that.
Right.
You know what I mean? And he always understood that it's all love. Like his family, ain't nobody big homie gonna really come to hurt them.
Yeah.
That's not how it's supposed to happen.
Right.
If I'm your big homie and I'm a big homie to a lot of people, I'm supposed to come with understanding.
Right.
With the fact that, we're gonna understand this, but if you not linked in,
you wouldn't understand.
You wouldn't understand.
You wouldn't understand.
You ain't gonna see it.
So how did you feel, man, with all the rumors, people spreading and saying that you got something to do with his demise, and how did that make you feel, knowing the relationship that you guys had and knowing that everybody else don't know what they're talking about? How did that make you feel, man?
It really bothered me, but it didn't bother me as much as it bothered me with my own homeboys. Instead of my own homeboys killing it, because how dudes can, instead of dudes like, man, that's the most ridiculous shit. No, like, well, man, they had their beef, but still though,
Right.
Dude, you already know we ain't been beefing in 10 years.
Right.
Like, the incident happened 7 years prior to him getting killed. Like, that's what's crazy.
Right.
But I had to start understanding the internet too, though.
The internet.
It was my lesson.
The internet.
It was my lesson to understanding now. Thumbs rule the internet.
Still to this day.
Thumbs rule the internet.
Still to this day.
Believe it or not, I seen an interview the other day where a dude was saying that they uncovered the plot.
Crazy, yeah.
First of all, you call me intelligent.
Right.
Then you call me dumb.
Right.
Then I'm intelligent again in the same conversation. Then I'm dumb. Like, how the hell do you? And so, I mean, but then, like I say, I was really affected, really, at the time of the funeral, because 3 days after his death, that's when the bullshit started.
Right.
It was a little clip came out, and it had a fake phone number, there's words spelled wrong, all kind of stuff. And that kind of swept the internet. It went crazy. It went like viral.
That actually was all beforehand. You probably saw it later. It was out earlier, and I saw that bullshit.
Yeah, and it was so funny because I really didn't pay no attention.
That shit was bogus.
Because I wasn't versed on the internet at the time.
Yeah, that shit was bogus.
And when people, so I'm starting to get it, and then you can see the faces change. People like,
right.
But I'm like, how the police looking for me when I'm just with the police?
Right.
It was just all standing on the corner together, like. But then I'm like I said, and I really think none of us was really knowledgeable on what the internet was about to become.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Like the power it has gained since then.
Yes.
Like the thing about Nip and the blessings be on him and his family is that he's the first person we all see to actually die.
Yeah.
We heard about Pac.
Yeah.
We
But we
heard
didn't get to
about
witness.
Big.
Yeah.
We never
Yeah.
actually seen.
Yeah. That was another level
and I hate that
for the
shit.
internet, man. And it's
Yeah. I
also
hate it.
something terrible.
I
You know
hate
what I
that.
mean?
I hated that shit.
I hated
hated that.
seeing this thing going around with the homie, rest in peace, Money
Yeah,
Mike,
rest in
man.
peace.
I hated seeing that floating all around the internet. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? So, like you said, that's the internet going in a whole direction. So, let's go to another subject, man.
Music.
Something I'm very proud of you about, and we had conversations before you did this, and I even said, man, watch out for this, watch out for that, watch out that. You gotta give me some credit for that. Hip Hop Uncovered, right?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? I was like, man, don't let them do this with me. Tell them this, man. Man, they'll be having low-key combos. So I'm like,
Okay,
yeah,
that's all good.
It was.
That's all good.
No, you was teaching me the whole
You gotta build though.
I'm a student. I learn.
Gotta build.
I go watch. I'm
Yeah.
like, one thing I don't do is I don't know nothing. When I go into a deal, I'm blank. I'm a blank sheet. I want to learn all of it.
You was watching my moves last night in that bowling alley. In that bowling, we was bowling. You was watching my moves. I saw you. That's why you. Yeah, all right, you pay attention. I told you. I said
Y'all
you got
got the
better
clips.
later.
We got the clip.
All right. Anyway, though, let's go. All right.
So what was you saying about the beats, man?
No, but I was going to the meetings and I had talked to Ice-T. I talked to CJ.
Right.
And I was relying on a lot of things I heard from a lot of homies.
Right.
Going in and doing these things. And the one thing that I did learn is they just don't give a fuck about who you are. They really don't. Like, I'm going to tell you, the value of a project is only in as much as they feel a need for it. You know,
Elaborate on that real quick. What do you mean?
because our value, our project, I signed my project, the deal for my project, I want to say maybe 3 to 4 weeks before Nip got killed. To be honest with you, when Nip got killed, the value of the project went from here to there.
Ain't that a bitch? Ain't that a
Like,
bitch?
like crazy.
Right.
But they had seen value in it before that. So
Right.
I'm going to give them that. But it hadn't reached Netflix yet. It was still at production with Lighthouse. And then it goes crazy.
Right.
So now the negotiations is already pretty much off the table. But no, they go back on the table. Like, no,
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
And then we shoot it, and we about a year in, Disney buys FX Hulu. Disney sees it.
Right.
And Disney like, oh shit. We want this. We want to push it through.
Ching ching.
No. They robbed us on that project.
No.
We got robbed. But we had to take
Welcome
it.
to the business.
Welcome to the business.
Yeah.
But so, and then we get to social media again and the power of the industry, because this is what we're talking about.
Right.
The project is finished. Everybody's going crazy. Disney hits my manager and says, we need Big U to take down
X, Y, and Z.
X, Y, and Z off his social media. No, that ain't what happened.
You went there.
That's what he said in his mind.
It was my mind. And I said, where's the list? What do you want me to take
Check
down?
1, check 2.
Delete.
I ain't
Hey,
mad.
look, I was mad because I didn't have enough that they wanted me to take down.
Damn.
You know what I'm saying? I be looking at these things now, and I look at it, and I look at where we are, and I be saying to myself,
Yeah.
I ain't gonna never put on no dress.
Yeah.
I'm gonna follow little instructions though.
Yeah. Oh
You know what
yeah.
I'm
You
saying?
gotta know how to play the game.
I mean, you know,
gotta know how to play the game.
and that's where we are.
Yeah.
Yeah. Shout out to
Well,
Bimmy.
your
Shout out to
hustle
Trick
has been
Trick.
immaculate, man.
I
Shout
wanna
out,
say
shout
this,
out to
though.
Bimmy. Shout out to Trick Trick. Everybody involved.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
Because
Trick,
I can
yeah,
have a
yeah.
show without them.
Yeah.
You know, and you know what? I did another interview, and they was asking me about that project. I think the weight, because the greatness of the project is because they trusted me. It was the first time somebody gets on and able to tell a story,
Right.
and to be down to earth, and we don't have to add no other colorless people to tell our story. It's us telling our story by us, and we told it how we want to tell it.
Right.
Right.
With taking how we want to.
Right.
That was the greatness of it.
Right.
But I want to say this though. I'm gonna end with this. We are a people who social media has helped also.
Yes.
See, social media hasn't leveled the field for us.
Mm-hmm.
It tilted it for us.
Right.
We're just not using it right in all aspects.
Yeah.
We're losing the control of it.
Yeah.
But it has greatly taken the onus and the power from the common media sources who used to dog us and make us
Right.
the villains of the world
Right.
and make us the killers and all that. So you don't see Channel 7 News influencing the young people as much as they do. They're influenced by us. So that goes to my media. When me and you was talking about
Right.
my media,
Right.
I look at my media and what I'm able to put out as the one day Sunday.
Right.
Because if it's one Sunday if it's one day Sunday an hour that you go to church, and you got 7 days a week, 24 hours in a day, and I look at my social media as it's my responsibility to give something positive into the world.
There you go.
So I look at it like I try to be responsible for the things that I put out. I now be putting cooking stuff.
That's dope.
People creating stuff.
That's dope,
to-
man.
to-
That's
to-
dope.
To feed the mind. I might see something where somebody built a table and I put it out there
Yeah.
to let somebody know about building a table. And I try to speak positive words. And I stay away from the clubhouse bullshit. Is to keep it 100.
Right.
Because I feel like it's the one Sunday. It's my one Sunday to the world. Like, when I put mine out, I want you to, because your timeline may be filled with, all kind of nonsense. But at least you're going to get that one Sunday, that one thing that's positive. So I try to do that.
Dope.
Right. You try to show them a different side.
I try to
that,
do
man. You
and
know
I just want to be able to give
a
somebody
real
who may be
side.
watching
Yeah.
something positive, something to go work
Right.
off of. And it's if you take it upon yourself, and I just tell the homies in the pen, like, what's wrong with going to the mosque or to the church? You've been doing everything else. You got 6 days a week to tear the joint up. And then you can go in there for an hour, bro.
Yeah.
Go to the church, go to the synagogue, go to wherever you need to go. Go get 1 hour.
Go get that.
I mean, just 1 hour.
Yeah.
It's 24 hours in a day.
Right.
And it's 6 days. Go get 1 hour of somebody not talking about killing somebody, robbing, stealing, and at least go to sleep in the mud. Excuse my
That's
language.
right.
Sounds good.
Yeah.
At least just go in there and go to sleep.
Right.
But get
Right.
you 1 hour,
Right.
a
Right.
meditation or something positive, and then go back into the world and do what you're going to do.
Yeah.
Well, man, you know what? Our time's about up for the day, man. We got to pay some of these bills, but I do want to say I'm extremely proud of you. Your hustle right now is unmatched. It's motivating. You've even motivated Dub and I tonight sitting here. I guarantee you we're going to be riding home talking about, yeah, man, you know what we need to do,
You know what we need to do?
Learn how to bowl.
Yeah. Ain't that
Learn how
a
to
bitch?
ball. Then he try to
Learn
hit
how to
us with a
ball.
low shot. You can't even give a man a
Listen,
compliment,
but
man. He try to
always-
hit us with a low shot.
but ever
No
since
one out through the game.
Ever since I got a chance to know this dude, he's always been a competitor, though. He always talked that shit. He always talk that shit, man. Talk your
Man,
shit, though.
thank you so
I
much for
appreciate
coming
it.
here and giving us some of your time, man. We appreciate you, man. You all definitely welcome anytime back. And, thank you, man. Keep motivating, keep pushing, man, and keep being positive, man. Like I tell you, man, on the telephone, man. Don't let nobody knock you off your square, man, no matter what, man. Keep on grinding. Extremely proud of you, man,
That's right. Well, we're wrapping up another episode right here with the homie Big U on the Dub C and CJ Max show. And I am Dub C.
And I am and always will be, no matter what, CJ Mack.
Ha.
DJ Slim, take us up out of here, man. Thank you, Big U. Developing options.